What's happening, everybody? It's Anthony with the Daily Truth. The truth in 5 to 7 minutes. My OBBM friends, what's happening? To everybody watching live right now, put something in the comments. Let me know that you're watching. It started at 10:10 my time. I know OBM, BBM, different time. 10:10. I always remember 10:10 break when my mom used to go to Logan Chiropractic College. That was like their break time, 10:10. I don't know where they came up with it, but that's been ingrained in my head forever. Go ahead and like this video, share this video, do all things with this video. If you want to join me on one of my speaking classes, we had one every Wednesday. We had one last night. I will not have it the last week of the month, the 29th, whatever. Just go to doubledownspeaking.com. We actually had some people that found me off of one Instagram and then through my buddy Eric Konovalov. Thank you for that. He joined me. We got the cat joining the party today. Spud's ready to kick it when we're talking about you have to pay attention along the way. Him's so cute. I've ruined this cat. I've turned him into from a barn mouse killer, snake killer to a indoor. Oh my goodness, he's such a good boy. Okay. The other thing, if you want to learn more about peptides, make wellness, please reach out to me. It's one of the, I'm going to be honest on how it's helped me. It's been fantastic. It's done the same for some of the other people that have bought it for me. And then there's a couple people it doesn't work, but it's worth the shot to try things out, try the lean. And if you're already kind of in that good shape, but you want something to push you go to the gym, try the fit. I will probably be trying the focus as well, either the focused or the energized. All right. We're enough of chit chat. Let's get started. Put something in the comments. Put something I want to see it. I want to see you watching. Look at just absolute cannons. Okay, let's get into it. Today's message is based off of I went to the gym every morning this week so far. And I was running today. Typically, I push myself. Don't be deceived by the 6'2", 215-pound frame. I'm actually a very quick, I see you, Michelle. I see you, Kelly. Thank you. I'm actually in pretty dang good running shape, especially in the last month as I've really, really raked myself through the coil. So I run pretty quick, but I typically, if I do 2 miles or 3 miles or 4 miles on the treadmill, I'm looking down every minute or so or every minute and a half, and I'm making adjustments and going faster and faster. I always build it up. I actually typically, not to brag, and I've also run 8 marathons, so don't think that I'm just up and running at the age of 42. But I typically will run at about a 645 to 650 pace on the treadmill. That's getting right around the nine miles per hour mark. So that's what I typically run. Today, I'm like, I want to do something a little bit different. My leg also, like I had a little bit of I felt a little pull. Like I'm like, I don't want to push. So I did 8.5 miles an hour. And I go, I'm going to do a 2-mile run. And I set it to 2 miles and I'm going to let it. I'm not going to look down until I'm done. I want to see if this is easier. I've set the goal. So this all comes into play with everything in goal making. Cash Lee Kelly, what's up? So I start the run. I put the goal as 2 miles. I have a distance of 2 miles that I want to set, and I'm going to go at just 8.5 miles an hour, which for me is on the slower end of what I typically would do. Typically, I would start at 8.6 on a 2-mile run. I would then go up to 8.8, then I would go up to 9, then I'd go up to 9.2, then I'd go up to 9.4, which sounds like that would be harder than running 8.5 the whole way. In the end, it was completely different. And I wasn't planning on doing today's Daily Truth about this, but I think it's a really important thing for people as individuals, people that are following this, listening to this. You probably are going to be somebody that's like, I'm going to set goals in my life. I'm going to set goals with my family. I'm going to set goals, set goals, content, what he's creating. And if you set the far off goal, which I always recommend to set something stretchy, set something far off. But when you don't take incremental observations, if you're not looking at things as they come up, that destination, it takes forever to get to. It's more daunting because you're not giving yourself the mini celebrations. You're not making micro adjustments as you go along. When I'm on the treadmill, if I push myself, which I typically would do almost 45 seconds or a minute faster than I did today for 2 miles, it is a heck of a lot easier. I might sweat more, but it's a heck of a lot easier mentally when I'm looking down, checking my progress. Maybe this isn't for everybody, but I think that if you look at it and on the treadmill, but in life, I think the analogy fits. I think that if you start to set far off goals And then also, it's almost like building the road as you go, built like putting the cobblestones down. I use this as a reference in my class last night. You're literally just putting things in front of you. Like you build a section and then you go forward. And as you get near the end of that section, you start to build the next section and you go forward and then you build the next section. You know where you're going, but you need to lay the groundwork as you go. You need to observe as you, if all of a sudden things are starting to get off kilter, or you need to actually work harder or work a little bit different, whatever it is, the micro adjustments are what's going to allow you to get to that goal mentally in a much better place. So, my takeaway is this: the truth is, when you set your destination far away, but don't observe everything as you go, that destination takes forever to get to. That's my experience today on the treadmill. Instead of looking down and constantly increasing speed, I just pretended I'm like, I'm going to wait until I get to the end. And when the treadmill just decides to slow down and stop. And I felt like it took forever. It was so much more difficult on my brain. And I was fighting my eyes to not look at that treadmill. And think of it just like that in life. Think of it just like that in your goals and where you're looking to go to. If you are not looking down just a little bit to see where you are, to check your footing, to as Kelly says in the comments right here, so you're not losing motivation. You need to celebrate the little wins along the way. You need to know where you can push yourself just a little bit harder, because we all have a little bit more in our tank. We all can push ourselves a little bit harder. That's today's message. That's today's daily truth. Join me at doubledownspeaking.com on Wednesdays. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing it for free. Next 4 weeks, 6 weeks, that's probably it. Please join me on there, doubledownspeaking.com. If you want to learn more about the peptides, check it out on Instagram. Just hit me a message at Anthony Michael Russo. Also a great way to get some of these short videos if you don't want to listen to the whole long spiel. Take it easy, guys. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Eat that elephant one bite at a time. I love it. Long-term goal setting, motivation, discipline. You can't celebrate the wins of a long-term goal. There it is. God bless, guys. Have a great day. Don't surrender your pets. Don't be a garbage human being.